Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Heru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist. Back at it again, feeling real good here for you. Wanted to touch bases with you today. I did put out a podcast yesterday as well. Just keeping it pushing, keeping it moving. I wanted to talk about purpose. You know, life's purpose, your purpose, my purpose. You know, what purpose? When you think about it, you know, go a little deeper into it. Just asking the questions. You know what I'm saying? How certain things are natural. And that's even questionable these days. we have the power as men, mankind. Man in general, woman, man, however you want to put it. Family. Human. You know, humankind. We actually have the ability to manipulate nature, create beyond creation. Think about that power in itself right there, your purpose. God's purpose, you know, Yahweh, Allah, Jehovah, however you want to look at it, Jah. It's all the same energy. But the energy is how you interpret it, right? Your purpose. What's your purpose? What's my purpose? What is their purpose? What is the government's purpose? What are these particular entities that is around us 24/7, 7 days a week? What is their purpose? What is their part? That's basically what it's saying. Purpose is, what is your part? What part do you play in this dimension, in this atmosphere? In this environment that we have been given, right? We've been given this opportunity. Therefore, you must take. That brother getting deep on y'all. Think about it. A purpose. You're here for some reason. Your parents had you for some reason. You was manifested, right? Manifestation of the creation. Uh-oh. Brother getting deep on you, clowning. But at the same time, think about it. Your purpose, our purpose, your purpose, my purpose. What do we supposed to fulfill? What is the mission, as they would say? What is the mission? What is our mission? What is your mission? Your purpose. Why purpose? Why are you the solver? Why are you the problem? Kind of like the questions and answers, right? Question and answers. But do we take the time to think? Do we take the time to digest or incorporate or understand or even overstand what we're actually here for? The purpose. You may have children. You know, you may be a grandpa. You may be a grandma. You know, what is your purpose? What is your part? Think about it. What is your part you playing in somebody else's life, or those people who you have influence or have a part of their life impacting? Because you know people are watching you 24/7, 7 days a week, regardless if they don't even speak the language. They are watching you. They're watching your actions. They're watching how you incorporate, how you talk to people, how you approach certain issues. And it's kind of interesting, too, when you think about it, your purpose. Even your purpose at these jobs, the part you play. How you are truly missed, though. You know what I'm saying? How you are truly missed. Your energy is truly missed, especially if you are an impact amongst your peers, amongst your associates, your family members. You have a part to play. You have a purpose. What is my purpose? Am I here just to fulfill thoughts? Fulfill thinking, fulfill what I'm transmuting or transferring within this recording device? Is that my purpose? Even though I'm happy and enjoy this particular process, like Brother Ralph said, be creative. Let people know you are creative. Let people understand what you resonate about. Not being afraid. Taking the step. Getting around people who are going to challenge you. Who are going to extract what education really means. Extract. Enlighten. Bring out. That's what it means. Bring out. Education means bring out. Bring out what's actually within you to fulfill that purpose you have meant. What was meant to be upon this plane. In people's lifetime. Think about it. Everything has a reason. Everything has a meaning. Everything matters, as Walter Russell would say. Another jewel that a lot of people don't know. He was like a Tesla in the scientific world as well. But they shut him down too as well. But you're not going to hear about him in the history books. It's kind of interesting. But what is your purpose? How do your purpose actually become? What are certain things that you have a habit of doing, or certain things that you have a hobby of doing, but then at the same time, that is something that you enjoy doing, but you're not pushing it. You're not giving it the power, the energy that it needs, right? Like solar. It's like solar power. You feel me? Or the sun power. You feel what I'm saying? The sun power. Now think about that. This brings me back. I'm stepping back a little bit, but think about this movie, Superman. I think it was the fourth one with the brother. The fourth one, because this was after Richard Pryor, the one with the sun. They had created, Lex Luthor created a brother, and he was energized by the sun. Now think about that. That's pretty powerful. Lex Luthor was a cold cat. A lot of cats, when you're talking about bad guys, Lex Luthor was a genius. And then don't go into that cartoon with Lex Luthor actually experienced Superman's powers. Oh my goodness. It was amazing. And this is the same energy that Lex Luthor and Superman and all these Marvel characters have. You have that ability too. You know that? You have that ability too. That's what's so amazing about life. That's why I never could understand how people say they're bored. It's so much out here. I mean, there's so many realms we haven't even touched, especially when you're getting altered, when your mind is taken to the next level. And I'm talking on a good thing. I'm talking shrooms. I'm talking where it's in a setting that you're of peace. That's another thing for those of you who's actually want to journey into the shroom world or mushroom world. Please be on a positive. Make sure your environment is on a positive, because the setting is the first action. Setting is always the most important setting. Where you want your mind to be in a positive state of mind, because you don't want that negativity, because that negativity will combine or come entwine within your thoughts, within your thinking, and what you're resonating on at the time or meditating on at the time during that shroom experience or the DMT or whatever experience when you're talking about that higher psychedelic experiences. And we're going to talk more about that too, because that's something I've been very interested in and doing a lot of research on and really getting an understanding of it. Even though I might not break it down to you scientifically, but at the same time, I know what the results should be within your body if you're on a positive mindset, if you're not trapped by the religion factors, barriers. You see what I'm saying? You have to have an open mind. When you start dealing with that, when you start incorporating like the psychedelics in your life, if you notice all the people on the psychedelic level, they're not religious. They don't use the religion. If it is, it's probably more Buddhism than any other religion. Because most people demonize it. Most religions demonize psychedelics or drugs or however you want to look at it. Even though it's more natural, shrooms are more natural. They grow in the ground. They grow from the ground, right? Or within a cow. It's poop. But think about it. What is your purpose? What is my purpose? What is their purpose? What is purpose in general? You know, being, well-being, a part to play. You feel me? And some of us have bigger parts within this realm, within this COVID-19 experience. You're going to see major benefits, and you're going to see major flops too as well. I mean, we're seeing it within the business realm right now. You know, a lot of people losing their mind and vice versa. Gaining their mind, gaining understanding, gaining control of your purpose. You know, get your finances right. Get your mind right. Get your body right. Get your soul right. You feel what I'm saying? Get your thinking right. Get your priorities right. This is the purpose. You feel me? This is the purpose. The true purpose. How you want to live. That's the question. How do you want to live? Not what you want to be doing. How you want to live. What you want to be doing comes second. But how you want to live. How do you want to live? That's the question. How do you want to live? Making a living. Oh, I'm making a living working at a job. Think about it. A job is just a step, just over broke, just a step in life. And I'm not knocking it because I work a job as well. But at the same time, it's something, understanding when I go there, I know my goals, I know my outcomes. This is temporary. That's the mindset you have to have regardless of where you're at in your life. Everything's temporary. You can't settle for it. Therefore, you have to plan for success. You have to plan your finance. You have to plan your purpose. Because if you don't have a purpose, somebody else got a purpose for you. Guaranteed that. Literally. But like I said, we don't think about these things until somebody puts it in perspective, right? Puts it in perspective. What is your purpose? Why? Why are you here? That's another thing. Why am I here? Why am I doing the things that I'm doing? And the interesting things, how certain things are coming back to my life that I know I need to be doing. You feel me? Because there's a lot of things that come in your life that you shouldn't be doing. It's a learning lesson. Take it, leave it, and keep it pushing. But what is your purpose? How do your purpose control you or put you in an obsession? That's the key thing. That's probably one of the biggest things right there. I'm obsessed about my purpose. So it wakes me up every morning to go find something new, go search for something new, reinvent myself every day. That's the mindset, brothers and sisters. I know you hear me. I know y'all feeling this. You know, it's too much. Look, it's too many factors in life where certain things, opportunities is always presenting itself, but then you're not ready, right? You're not ready for it. But see, that's the whole point of being ready. What? Be ready, stay ready. Stay ready. You feel me? Stay ready. I mean, that's another thing, even with your fitness game. You know what I'm saying? Something pop off, you can get gone, be out of there. See ya. Well, I just seen that. Nah, he gone. He done ran 15 miles in 2 minutes. That's what's real. You feel me? Come on, and that's just one example. You have to, this is another thing I've been noticing now where all these particular gurus, if you want to call it. I wouldn't say too much gurus, but people are starting to say, especially in the self-help, they're starting to say more generalize. You have to generalize these days because certain things are just, it's not. The thing is, we specialize, but at the same time, we have to generalize because everything is connected. That's the problem with this compartmentalizing, departmentalization going on within our particular factor. It's kind of, for example, I work at Home Depot. The one thing I think I do have down, and that a lot of people kind of be tripping off of, are pretty like, wow, this brother know what's up. I know where the main product is in certain departments, right? So I specialize in hardware department, so I know pretty much where everything is in hardware, right? Most of the stuff. Don't take me wrong. We're talking millions and millions of products in Home Depot. Everybody don't know all them millions of products sitting in here and sitting there. But at the same time, it challenges you to start thinking more outside the box within everybody's department, not necessarily departmentalized. That's the key thing. And they expect you to know, that's the funny thing, the customer expect you to know where everything's at in the store. But they don't teach that in the store. They don't teach that to the associates, and I think they need to teach that to the associates. But they try to see, this is the thing about having integrity, having ambition, going out and seeking the knowledge. Go get the knowledge. Like your purpose. You go get the knowledge you need to better your purpose. You see what I'm saying? To formulate your purpose, to put it in perspective. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody can do that but you. You're the only one who can do that. Yeah, you got people who come in your life who got skills, who's got talents that can actually add value to you. Because that's really where it comes down. What kind of value can you give to the world? Period. Point blank. And it's kind of interesting. Like I said, you're starting to see a lot more people talking about real value, talk about people value. We're the only ones who drive in that energy. We go to the stores. We're paying for this. We're doing that. We're doing that. That's the currency. That's the real currency. That's the money. So as they stop the money, they stop in you, period, point blank. The problem I'm having with it is it's not real money. And it's kind of funny, 1971, is they took the gold standard. Think about this. They just saying, well, people are not people no more, so we're going to change it back to something else. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what that's something else, but we starting to see the real value in act. Because look, we're the money, we're the value, we're the energy, we're the dimension. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody's a reflection of me, of one of my personalities that I have deep down inside my being, my soul. Yes. Think about it. But too many of y'all just going about life, living a life every day, waking up, doing the same routine instead of changing, putting some new habits up in there, listening to a book, listen to an audio book. You know what I'm saying? Do some writing. You know what I'm saying? Do some curricular engagement of the mind, engagement of the thinking. Using it, creating, being creative. Sit down and just have a think tank with your family one day. How cool would that be? Just to sit down. Let's talk about a business. Let's set up a business, what we can do right here, what we all good at. Or create something, what we can be all develop a great relationship app and take our business to the next level. And we know business is just a relationship, right? Business is just a relationship. They just use that term to kind of distract you, kind of like whole life insurance. When you really understand whole life insurance, what really the true meaning of it, what it plays, it all makes sense. Ooh, boy. Language. Right? Brothers always talking about language, but we want to talk all these big terms and use all these big terms, but not really breaking the terms down, even though the terms is broke down in simple language where people can get an understanding. That's the key thing. You need to build a foundation, kind of like learning your ABCs. You got to know how to spell your ABCs. You feel me? Soon as you recognize the ABCs, how to write them out, then you can actually pursue the next level, writing, putting letters together, phrases together. You feel me? That's another thing. So what do we learn first? Do we learn how to speak it first, or do we learn how to write it? Which one? That'd be a good debate too. Because you know how some people now in today's atmosphere, we all claiming that we got this ADD and all this other bullshit they done created. You know, it's some brothers who like writing. You know, they probably spit it in lyrics, rapping lyrics, or whatever they want to do these days. You know, instead of speaking it. You know how you got all these quiet kids these days. You know. So what is the form? They write it, express it through art. You know, something. They're doing something with it. And that's some. I'm not saying generalizing. Well, I am generalizing, but that's some folks out here. What is your purpose? What is my purpose? What is their purpose? How do we define purpose? What are the parameters? What is the policies? What is the outcome of a purpose? Of your purpose? Maybe your purpose is to help somebody. I don't know. You know when you feeling the most high. Most high, looking high. Look up. They say, look up. That's what thoughts do. Look up. Do you look down to think? Maybe. Maybe some of y'all do. I don't know. But I know I look up usually. Aha, ooh, I got it. Right? That's up motion. When you're talking about words in dynamics. Right? Not trying to be deep on y'all. Just talking. Plain and simple. Because I think we get caught up in the eloquence. We get caught up in the articulate. Oh, that brother's articulating all this stuff and that stuff. And then at the same time, you see the demise of those type of brothers and sisters too. Because, you know, you tell me you educated and this and that. But then at the same time, the education really don't mean nothing only to that institution. Or those who believe in that system. You see what I'm saying? Come on, folks, talk to me. There's certain things we got to start questioning, period, point blank. And your purpose is one of those. Why are you not critically thinking? Why are you not even analyzing what you think? Oh, sorry. Too much food in your diet. Too much crazy food in your diet. Sugar. All this other crazy chemicals that's creating, like every time I see some kind of product, they got some new ingredient up in there I never even heard of. And then we're wondering why we talking crazy, looking crazy, walking down the street with these homeless people and they talking to themselves and doing all kinds of crazy shit. And I don't know what it is out here too, especially in Hawaii. Not knocking, Hawaii's beautiful, all that, you know. Some of the people are beautiful too. But then you got some of the people who's got some problems, skin problems. I think it's blood circulation or something, lack of blood circulation, something going on. But they got all these whelps on their body, especially their legs and stuff, arms, all kinds of crazy stuff. It's kind of interesting. I never even really thought about it, but I see a lot of them, even the elderly people, are having problems with their, you know, their skin. It's like burnt, something going on, you know. Take me back to old Timbuktu now. Yeah, the truth. The people under the sun. The Shanti people. That brother talking crazy too, huh? But this is understanding, like I said. What is your purpose? How is your purpose created? How is your purpose developed? You know? Do you understand your purpose? You know? Can others help you understand your purpose? That's another thing. And people can. People can help you identify certain strengths you have, certain weaknesses you have. That's another thing we don't do as much. And I'm going to actually start doing that a little bit more. Asking people, what you think I'm good at? What do you see in me that's a good quality that you really see that I have going on for me? And those of you who want to ask me, I'll give it to you raw too. I won't hesitate, especially if we close or at least dialogue with each other. Kind of had some time in each other's space, if that makes sense. What is your purpose? Why is your purpose the way it is? It's interesting. I've been watching that Michael Jordan documentary. I forgot the title of it, but it's kind of The Last Dance or something. The Last Dance. And it's interesting too, because it was literally at the end of the years, or end of the millennium, those particular Bulls and what they was doing and how they was coming off, and the Michael Jordan and the mentality and these are things we got to realize. It was like similar to Michael Jackson type of stardom, right? You're worldwide. Everybody know who you are, if not, they do somewhat. But like Michael Jackson, the same situation. I mean, Michael Jordan just did it in a different venue, right? But you see the disciplines, you see the certain things that can psychologically mess brothers and sisters up when they're on a certain level like that, especially in their younger years, growing up into it. You tend to get off track. You tend to get away from reality because people definitely pushes you. They expect you to be in a whole nother level of thinking, of mind. You feel what? It's kind of like the Elon Musk and all these other, Bill Gates and stuff. They're not grounded amongst the people, right? They haven't lived amongst the people. So they're innovating, they're creating. You see what I'm saying? They're doing more creating than ever developing. That's the thing with us, especially the common people. When I say the common people, the broke people. I would say broke people, because we're broke temporary. But poor, if you're poor in mind, you're poor in soul, period. You're poor in financially. But I'm talking broke folks. They call us middle class, but you don't have to accept that. What's your purpose? What's my purpose? What am I here for? Why am I talking to this device like it's a person or something? That's the crazy thing. But at the same time, I enjoy this because, like I say, in every podcast show, look, I'm speaking the thoughts that's coming to my mind that really are, it pushes my curiosity, right? So I'm curious of how many others like yourself tuning in, listening to this, and really, what's going on in your mind? Take some time, take out some pen and paper and just write down what's going on in your mind right now. Just start writing. Seeing what's going on in your arithmetic. Why are you the way you are? Why you act the way you are? Why you have certain disciplines? Like, I'm a fitness junkie. I enjoy working out. That's just part of my lifestyle. It's rarely people see me not working out, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Rare. That's rare. But I usually get it in. I get it in some way. But that's what I'm saying. The discipline. You got to have discipline. Purpose creates discipline. You feel me? Purpose creates discipline. Purpose develops discipline. Wake your butt up every morning. Get you up. Get you ready. What do I got to do? How can I change the world today? As Mr. Steve Jobs used to say, he said he want to put a dent in the earth, dent in the planet. I want to put a dent in the universe. Maybe he took that. I don't know. Put a big old dent where y'all can't even, it's past fixing. That's what I'm talking about. Impacting, influencing people. Changing people's mind to want to do better for themselves, therefore better for others, right? You do better for yourself, therefore others are going to do better around you because you intimidate them. Let me say it like that. You intimidate them to do better. That's the one. That's what I want to see. You know, that's what I want to hear. That's what I like, to push people to a level where they be like, okay, you independent now, and you can go on and do your thing. Keep it pushing. Like I said in the last video, leaders create other great leaders. Great leaders create other great leaders, literally. It's been proven. Many a times, many a times. The other factor has been proven as well. Failures to show leadership, to build on leadership. You know, therefore you got these cults, people just running these businesses into the ground or opportunities into the ground is no longer promoted on a positive level. Hence, what is your purpose? What are you truly here to do? That's the thing. What are you truly here to do? What am I truly here to do? What am I truly here to accomplish within this short-lived life? Because it's short, people. It's literally short. It goes by so fast. You be 40, you be 50, you be 60, you be 70, you be 80, you be 90, and you might even hit 100 years old. Maybe. But it goes so fast. Look at us. We was talking about the 1920s, how they was looking all crazy during the Depression. Now we actually living it. We're living it. We're looking just like them 100 years ago. It's crazy. So don't say you ain't going to experience it. You're going to experience it somewhere. What is your purpose? If you got some value out of this show today, what is your purpose? Send it to somebody else that really appreciate it, that can think about some of these things that I express here in this podcast show today. You know what I'm saying? On the real. Share it with your buddies. Share it with your friends. Share it with family. Share it with people who want to get their lives back. You know what I'm saying? Even them skills, what you had in them younger years, what you was doing. My brother was telling me yesterday, he was like, man, I'm going back. Getting back into my old little habits or my old little hobbies I used to do. I'm juggling and, you know, messing with the yo-yo. He said he bought like 30 some yo-yos. You know what I'm saying? That's actually pretty cool because I know my little brother he's a genius when it comes to that type of stuff. You know, he's a magician. The Great Shabong, as they used to call him back in the day. So like I said, it's just an understanding. What is your purpose? Send it over to somebody. Send this to somebody you love. Let's see if they got their purpose. Where is their purpose at? What they want. What do they want in life? That's what it is. How do you want to live? You know, how do you want to live? Do you want to live like a poor man, a poor woman? Or you want to live like a successful, healthy, financial set? Don't have to worry about issues that are commonalities like we have to tripping about going to get water and toilet paper. You got everything squared away. Everything square, like your brother Melzadek used to say. Square, standing on your square. You feel me? Standing on your square. That's what time it is. Making sure your square is all the dynamics in the triculars. But it's all good. Like I say, subscribe. Share this with somebody you know, somebody you love. Let them know, hey, this brother talking real. Really. So, like I said, I want to hear from you. Comment what you got to say. Send me something, hey. What reference books or whatever, like I said, youarethegym@gmail.com, as well as, even if you can't get youarethegym@gmail.com, you can get Heru today@gmail.com, and I'll send you a bunch of resources, books upon books, and all kinds of stuff that will literally help you create and stay on track with your purpose. Because, see, you got to be obsessed. You got to be obsessed, period, point blank. Like Grant Cardone hit it right on the knob. You got to be obsessed about your dreams, about not dreams. Let me back up. Not dreams, your outcomes, your goals. You got to be obsessed about it. And who cares what people think about it around you? Just leave them alone. Let them think what they want to think. They be mad and trying to get up on you when you're all successful and stuff. Oh, I knew this and I knew he was gone. Nope. Okay, bye-bye. See ya. It's all love, peace, and happiness. I'm out. Hotel.